Where are you from and how long have you been out here?
I originate from Kirkland, Washington. I've been out here for about 13 years. I moved out here originally to go to a program called Hope Place. It's a rehabilitation center that they have here in Seattle. It's horrible out here. The violence and just the weather alone, it would not be anything that anybody would want to be a part of. They have a lot of homeless shelters here on 3rd Street, I know. Plus they also have like the Night Watch program and other, connected to the churches and stuff. They have a couple more overnight shelters that you can stay at.
What was your tipping point?
Everything started kind of going downhill, I guess, when I started trying to fight off my cancer. I was diagnosed with cervical cancer back in 2011, which I then took some, a leave of absence from work, went ahead and tried to do a couple different things, at home remedies that I could do to help get rid of the virus that was causing the cancer. Some of them were a little bit helpful, but none of them were actually, it didn't get rid of the virus completely. And eventually, within a couple months, the virus would end up remultiplying, and I would be right back in the same pain that I was in to begin with, which lets me know that the cancer is starting to spread, and it's horrifying. I couldn't even imagine giving up this fight. A few times I've wanted to, and right now I'm about to go ahead and take one more chance, hoping to God that I don't go back down the same path, and hope to God that the cancer doesn't worsen. But I am going to go ahead and take another bout of sobriety. I don't want to be part of the fentanyl or part of the drugs that they have out here on the streets. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. I've got so many more things I have to take care of right now in my life. However, if my life's not going to continue living on without me using the medications that they're saying that are illegal, then I don't really have a choice or an option at this point, because I'm not going to sit there and just let myself die. But I am going to give it a chance. So hopefully I can try that again.
What treatment is it that you're using right now?
Right now I'm using a couple different products. I'm using pesticide, which is something that you use with the animals. I do foggers inside my home. I also use, just regular spray cans, things like wasp or what's that spray stuff that you spray? Do you know the name of it? For spraying, to get rid of flying insects.
Oh, like bug spray?
Yeah, like a bug spray. It's like pesticide, but it's like a what's that like? Is it Raid? Is that like the main? Yeah, Raid. Okay, so the Raid's basically one of the main products that I've been using. Besides the Raid, I've used the powders, I've used the sprays, I've used the shampoos, I've used lice shampoo, I've used just a number of different products. But all basically it narrows down to one basic thing: is that it's pesticide, something that gets rid of bugs, and that's what a virus is. It's a bug. And so I figured, that it would probably be the same thing. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work, so I'm trying it. It seemed to have done the trick. The cancer hasn't spread any worse than it was, and the virus seems to be going away. I am stuck with a cold, however, due to some boat glue that I got into my system. I was anorexic for a long period of my life, and recently was found in my bedroom very, very ill and very, very weak. When you find somebody that's anorexic in that state, they generally give you an injection that helps your body regain consciousness, and it helps your body regain the nutrients that it needs to become strong. My body was very weak many of times, and they've come to my room and they've injected me in my hips with this product that they have. Somebody wanted to play some type of joke or game on me, and they thought it would be funny to make me have fat on my sides of my hips. So now I have these huge ass bumps on the side of my hips here that look almost like a second behind. It just doesn't look right. It's not natural. It doesn't look normal. I am going to go in and have surgery done to remove it. However, the glue that they had mixed in with it to try to keep it inside of me is a glue called boat glue. And it's something that the water has a hard time fighting. The water doesn't cause it to break, meaning that it would keep something strong, regardless. And the virus inside of me is having a hard time getting out of my body. Basically, it's stuck inside of me. And so I'm hoping that with getting some liposuction in that area done, that it will help remove the glue that they had put inside of me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to like wait it out. You know, I mean, I figure if lungs and tar takes about 7 years in the human body for it to like basically become new again, then I would assume that the boat glue would probably take somewhere around the same amount of time. You know, as far as like, you know, restoration to that area.
So how do you use the Raid pesticide to help?
To help the cancer, it's not necessarily helping the cancer that I'm trying to do at this moment. It's trying to get rid of what caused the cancer to begin with, so that in the end, you know, as an end result, it would be that there would be no more cancer. The cancer is something that I got as a result due to a bug that I had inside of my system, a virus known as HPV. It's the human papillomavirus.
But how is the Raid used for the cancer?
Basically, what I'm using it for is to rid of the virus that I have inside of my system. I have a virus that's inside of my system known as the human papillomavirus. So it's a virus that I have inside of my body that is now kind of stuck inside of my body.
Are you ingesting the Raid, or are you smoking, or how are you using it?
I use the Raid by just putting it inside of my environment, putting it on side, like, you know, like the bed, the blankets that I sleep on, maybe a main coat.
Okay, we got it.
My
Oh, well, there you go. Take your bus.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
It was nice talking with you guys.
Yes.
I want to see
Do you
that.
want my business card?